Hello people. So today we're going to read something that I found by accident, like a few years back, maybe in 2019. Uh, and yeah, let's get reading. It's really ridiculous. So yeah, let's begin. Was Albert Einstein a reptilian? Michael Schimazel and Jacob Schlemenko deal with a client who just asked them if they believe in aliens. I'm afraid not, Michael says. I'm not even sure the earth is round. Half of the whole population will be living upside down. Ej, jakby co to nagrywam film!
Dobra.
Half of the world's whole population would be living upside down. Can you imagine the headache that would cause? Personally, I consider the earth to be ball-shaped, says Jacob. You see, the client... What? You see? The client addresses Michael. Your partner is more clued up than you are. He means an American football. You know what? I don't care about the stupid things you believe or disbelieve in. I am offering you this case on behalf of President Roosevelt himself. So what's your answer? What leads President Roosevelt to suspect an alien infiltration on Earth? He has received a report from an anonymous source. It speaks of reptilian beings that are taking human form, but still can be recognized because just like reptiles, they have a long tongue which they constantly stick out. And why does he suspect Albert Einstein? When you see him, you will understand. Just tell us one thing, why has the president thought of us finding out where Albert Einstein is an alien? Why not the CIA? Why not the FBI? Why not the NFL? Jacob asks. Jacob, Michael chides. Albert Einstein is not the Giants' new quarterback but a reputable scientist. President Roosevelt got a suspicious mind, the client explains. He sees potential threats everywhere. There are the Nazis, the communists, Eleanor Roosevelt, the Moor who occasionally walks in his underwear in front of the White House. Suddenly he stares at Jacob, who blushes. By the way, you look a lot like him. Jacob gets defensive. So what? The world is full of morons. It could be any one of a million people. Get going, Michael urges the client, who continues now without taking his suspicious eyes off Jacob. Mayor LaGuardia has spoken highly of you. Okay, we take the case. Mayor LaGuardia said you would. A reservation has been made at Delmonicos. You have scheduled night tomorrow with Mr. Einstein at 1 o'clock. You pretend to be a strawberry ski life on other planets. This will serve as an alibi to ask the right questions. The next day at Delmonico's, Michael and Jacob chat amicably with Albert Einstein after finishing dinner. Einstein sports his characteristic crazy hair, the bulging eyes, his straight tongue. So you are looking for alien life, that's right. Most likely it doesn't exist, but also most likely you will find it. Why? No, Jacob protests, but Michael intervenes in support of the guest. Mr. Einstein is right, you never find anything. That's why you're always forced to wear two different colored socks. I am not questioning your ability, Einstein explained. It's just that in case of existing alien life is probably too far away in another galaxy. Your telescopes don't go far enough. We don't use the telescope, Jacob points out. Astronomers without a telescope, we don't need it if I have good eyesight. Einstein bursts out laughing. Mr. Einstein, we have to ask you a question, Michael says. Well, it's embarrassing because it's personal, and perhaps you think it the wrong way. Jacob asks, why don't you ask me to have it over? Okay, come on, Jacob asking, what planet were you born in? No, that's not the question. Sharks? Michael, I said that. How funny you are. Okay, here goes. Was it your mother who gave birth to you? Or, no, that's not the idea. Michael tries Jacob. Stop asking for questions, will you? Hahaha, you can't be science. Science are boring. Look, the question has to do with this. Both stick out their tongues and imitate the guest who has a strong allergy up to his chin. Haha, you must be clowns and scientists. Clowns are great imitators, but you want to meet them and make some tweaks. He gets up and shakes him up until they freeze it like his own. Then he sits down again. No, like, why is it that you always have your tongue up in my nest? Really, asked Jacob. That's a question Michael approves. Oh, it's the force of habit. In Switzerland, I worked for years in the postal service, passing stamps. Michael stands up and exclaims, "Well, that explains it then, Mr. Einstein. Well, it was nice meeting you, but it was some business." Jacob writes to it. They will shake hands. Sure, you're so busy in the afternoon. I guess I would like to see you after circus, but I'm afraid I have an appointment with some athletic scientists. Serious people, you know. These people, they just won't leave me alone since I formulated that equation. Which equation? If not in this week, asked Jacob. E equals mc squared. Wow, nice one. Yes, very beautiful. Michael agrees. You should dedicate yourself to formulate equation and quit science, says Jacob. That way you wouldn't have to deal with so many boring people. I said, laughing. I think about Any replies? No. Actually, I'm convinced that no one's seen this. Like, literally no one. Wait, September? Oh, I think that it was like it must have been re-uploaded because I did read this before. I read this before. Maybe I read a shorter version of it, but I read this before.